Hello, welcome back. This is my Christmas tree. Let me introduce you to the one and only Christmas tree. Now, this video is not about a Christmas tree. It's about the difference between talking about the future in English using ing and talking about the future using will. So very recently, I posted something on Instagram. I posted something in my stories where I was explaining that we were having pizza night that night. And I said something like, oh, it's happening, we're having pizza night tonight. Something like this. I didn't even think about what I was saying. I just said it naturally. And one of my lovely followers then replied and said, okay, hold on. Why did you say you're having pizza tonight and not the future, like you will have pizza tonight? What's the difference? So this is the kind of thing that is super basic, and yet I see lots of intermediate, sometimes even like upper intermediate students not knowing how to use this properly. And I'm not gonna get into all of the ins and outs of this. I'm not gonna give you all of the details because I don't think that's helpful. But let's just say that we're gonna use my Christmas tree as the protagonist of today's little lesson, okay? So let's pretend the Christmas tree is not up yet. So you can't see it here. It's not really here, okay? It's not up yet. And I would say to you, we're going to be busy this weekend because we're going to put the tree up. We're going to put the tree up. Going to, when you blend them, sounds like gonna. We're gonna put the tree up is the same as we're going to put the tree up. They're the same thing, okay? Why am I using going to and not will? Why am I not saying we will put the tree up this weekend? In a very simple way, okay, to make this as quick and simple as possible, there are some reasons why. So, the weekend is near. It's this weekend, so it's close. So then there is this idea that ing makes more sense, going to makes more sense. And it also just sounds a lot more natural for things that you have planned. So it's not always about this particular event happening very soon. It could just be about you having planned it. Okay, so these are the two reasons that you're probably going to hear that. Now, I could also have said, we're going to be busy this weekend because we're putting the tree up. We are putting the tree up. So I'm saying it like it's a sentence in the present, but I mean the future. Why is that? Because it's exactly the same thing as using going to, but instead of using going to, you just use the present tense, present continuous tense, like it's happening now, but it's not. It's going to happen in the near future. So you might be wondering means you might be thinking, whoa, like how do people know that you're talking about the future and not the present? Because there is a context, people. There's always more information. It's not a single sentence. There's lots of stuff people are saying. So it would be like, remember I started saying we're going to be busy this weekend. So I've already given you a very important piece of information. I've already said it's happening this coming weekend. We're going to be busy this weekend. We're putting the tree up. So you know, I'm not talking about me putting the tree up right now. And also, you're talking to me so you can see that I'm not putting my tree up. So language and communication has always got lots of circumstances helping you create and understand meaning. And that's why it's super important to learn from real life situations, because then your brain starts to kind of create those connections to really help you communicate a lot more easily without thinking about all of those rules all the time, just allowing yourself to say what you've got to say, even if it's different to what you would say in your language. That's always the trick, isn't it? Now, let's just say, okay, It's now July time, and I'm talking to you about traveling for Christmas. So I'll say to you, we're actually traveling for Christmas this year. So I said we are traveling because I have made plans, okay? We're actually traveling for Christmas this year, so I won't even put my tree up. I will not even put my tree up. That sounds okay because it's distant, okay? Even though you have planned not to do it, it's different in a very weird way. It's different to having planned a trip, okay? So it sounds okay to say we're traveling for Christmas, so I won't even put my tree up. Sounds very natural. So will and won't, obviously, that is the future tense, but that is usually for things. I'm just giving you a simple explanation. There is so much more to say about this, but I won't get into all of, like I said, all of the details because it's just too much. So it is the future, especially when it's far away and it's not, or it's not planned exactly. It's something a little bit more abstract. So deciding to not put your tree up is a little bit different to buying a ticket. But I will have you know that it's absolutely okay to say we're not going to be putting the tree up, or we're not putting the tree up. That's absolutely fine as well, okay? I'm just explaining that you might hear people mixing the two in one sentence, in one kind of statement. So don't be confused. That's how language works. You know, there is flexibility, there is freedom. People communicate in different ways. I'm going to give you an example. The other day, I heard a native speaker saying, every time I arrive to the gym, I see someone I know. And when she said that, I arrive to the gym, it sounded very weird to me. Very weird, because I would say either I get to the gym or I arrive at the gym, right? So know that this is what language is. People talk in different ways, and sometimes it's wrong, but they have repeated it so many times that it kind of becomes correct. So if it's something that you have planned to do, if it's something that is happening soon, you're probably going to hear going to or just ing like it's the present continuous, although you're talking about the future. And when it's something that is a little further away and you haven't really planned it, you're going to use will. Do you know what my husband has requested? This year, he has requested a wreath, which is one of those kind of usually round Christmas decoration that you put on the door outside your house. You know the ones? Okay, that's a wreath. So we don't have one, and he has requested one. He really wants one. So that's something I'm doing this week. I'm buying a wreath. I am buying this week. You see, it's happening this week. Does it mean it's happening right now? No, right now I'm standing right here in my living room talking to you. So I'm not buying a wreath right now, am I? No. Something I will be doing soon, therefore I use ing. So great tip, yeah? Relax. Relax. Stop trying to understand everything all the time, you people. What's wrong with just hearing and repeating? What's wrong with hearing and absorbing? What's wrong with hearing and giving yourself a chance? I know. It's hard, but try it. I hope this video has given you a little bit more clarity on this matter, and let me know if you have already put your tree up or not, because I definitely have. See you later.